Senior Rotax final will be coming out onto the track in just a moment. Here's a look then at the championship standings as they stand after the pre-finals. So Morgan Porter still on top with 627 points. Only 10 points separate themselves from Kai Hunter. Now you have to remember Morgan Porter, he's already won his ticket to go to the World Finals. He won that last week at in Portugal, so he's comfortable, he's happy, he's gone through. There's still 3 tickets remaining out there, and they are going, of course, to 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the championship. And I've just spotted Nelson King and Reese Hunter are joint on 12 points. So yes, I just spotted that out the corner of my eye. So it's very close within the Senior Rotax.
Yes, it is. You have to feel sorry for Tom Edmonds there. You saw him 5th in the championship. He started the weekend 2nd. He has fallen out of contention. But where will we line up? Porter did not have a great pre-final. His lead is down to 10 points. Here's the grid. So it is Nelson King and Reese Hunter on the front row of the grid. Caden McQueen and Matt Armstrong on row 2. Oliver Hodgson and Kai Hunter on row 3.
Row number 4, Lewis Malin and Morgan Porter. Row 5, Jensen Watts and Teddy Clinton. Row 6, Tom Adams and Bradley Barrett.
Row 7, Magic Chimera, and a big thank you to Magic for guiding us around the track walk that you all saw on the lunch break there. Will Ellswood. Well, after such a tough day yesterday, can Will salvage a good finish going from the outside of row 7. James Tomsett and Ben Burgess go from row 8. Jack Stedman and the E-plate holder Luke Wooder are on row number 9.
Row 10, Alexander Baker and Chris Simpson round out the top 20 on the field. George Holbrook and Sam Stansbury in 21st and 22nd. Then it's Harry Gibson and Oliver Meadows.
Row number 13, Katherine White and poor old Tom Edmonds. Come on, Tom, let's give it one final push to get up there for the KR Sport team and salvage a decent result out of the weekend. Ben Casely and Kaylee Cole go from row 14. Edward Matthews and Ryan Luscombe round out your top 30.
The rest of the field are as follows then: 31st and 32nd, Oscar Hall and Spencer Shinner. And then it's Brandon Klein Nanglevort in 33rd. And rounding out the grid of 34 drivers is Josh Pullen.
So we look down at the starting lineup, and there is Katherine White in kart number 33 on wet tyres. Now, actually, that normally wouldn't be a problem, but as you look behind you, she's the only one on wet tyres. Everybody else on slicks. So this is going to be absolutely dramatic from start to finish. That is the number 33 kart, Katherine White for Vision Motorsport. She's got Scott Cheney mechanicking with her. You can see Scott with his Ricky Flynn Motorsport outfit on there. Good to see Scott back in a British paddock. Well, Katherine is starting down on the 13th row of the grid. But look at that, brand new Slick Mojo tyres for Tom Edmonds and everybody else. There is a look. What is Tom going to be going through his mind? It's just got to focus. It's this weekend has gone badly. There's no two ways about it. It has been a nightmare for Tom, but he has to put that out of his mind now. Focus on this next race and just going out on the high. There is William Ellswood in kart number 19. You can see his dad standing at the side of the kart while his dad did the mad 200-mile dash round trip to get a new chassis for Will yesterday. He's starting just behind Bradley Barrett, and again, so that chassis there, the cracked chassis that he damaged in the first heat yesterday, Will is going again. And again, look at those shiny, slick tyres. Bradley Barrett on his Sodi Vitesse Sodi kart, and up at the front there, well, there's one of the Hunter brothers, the Dan Holland Racing team. Reese Hunter came into this event about 30 points out of the top 4, and he has driven so well. That's Kai Hunter looking at there, the younger of the two Hunter brothers, just getting a couple final words of advice from his mechanic. What can Kai do? Kai only 10 points behind Morgan Porter. There is Reese Hunter. Reese just now level on points with Nelson King as well. So really, 4 drivers could win this. It's still Morgan Porter's to lose. We'll keep you up to date with the championship standings as this race progresses. Porter, though, you know, the pressure has got to him a little bit, I have to say. He was not as convincing as I thought he was going to be. Nelson King, are we going to see Nelson King spring what a bit of a surprise? Because, you know, Porter and the two Hunter brothers are all three of them, you know, very well known internationally. Not so much Nelson King, but is this the day that he makes his first foray into the top step of the British Karting Championship, and then which gives him the ticket to perform on the world stage? Caden McQueen starts just behind Nelson King on the second row of the grid. This is Caden's first time out in Rotax, first time out for the Rotax, in the Rotax class for the Trot Promotions team. Anthony, it's going to be a long race, 15 minutes plus 1 lap, I believe. And look at that, slick tyres. Watch for number 33, though, Katherine White. So she's starting 26th. I'm going to say that she's going to be in the top 10 by the end of lap number 1. By the end of the race, who knows? Possibly not. But it's going to be a really good show to start this race.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have to keep a very close eye on the track, on how it looks, because
Yes.
of course we've had that, not a long break, but we've had a lunch break, so that's given the track a bit of time to air out. But there's still quite a few damp patches out there.
Oh, yes.
In the most technical part of the circuit.
Yes, yes. So 34 karts, 33 on slick tyres, 1 on wets. Who has made the right choice? And of course, any of these drivers on slick tyres, the slick tyres are going to be quicker. There's no doubt at the end of the race, they're going to be quicker. How the drivers on slick tyres negotiate moving offline to make passes where the track is still damp, and how they negotiate some of the few remaining bits of standing water offline. Oh, and there's a problem already. Spencer Shinner. Spencer, he didn't finish the pre-final, and it doesn't look like he's going to make the start for this one. So, a reminder. The disembodied voice in our head has spoken and said there possibly is going to be rain. And look at that, the cloud cover is, it's not blue skies anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It's grey skies. Reminder, Morgan Porter leads Kai Hunter by 10 points. Nelson King and Reese Hunter are just 2 points further back, joint third in the championship. 12 points separate 4 drivers, 1 race, 15 minutes plus 1 lap. What will the weather do? Can Katherine White spring a surprise from the 13th row of the grid? Welcome aboard on the live chat. It's number 5, Reese Hunter on the outside of row 1, number 97, Nelson King on pole position. The 2 Dan Holland Racing teammates. Watch for the number 64 kart, the Mad Croc of Caden McQueen, his local track, even though it's a new time out. Now, the lights are green, we're off and racing as they all slide into turn number 1. Caden McQueen airborne. Watch kart number 33. Let's see, are they going to get round Crook and Oblivion cleanly for the first time? Yes, they do. Up the hill we go.
Yeah, great start then from the entirety of the field. I'm not sure what happened in the middle of the pack. It looked like just the concertina effect. Everyone bunched up into each other, and one of the karts went skyrocketing up into the air but landed back on all fours. And we've still got all the karts still going strong as they exit out of Ashby's for the first time. Slick tyres looking like the right choice. Lots of grip out there on the racing line, but we've yet to see drivers go through this for the first time. Oh, you can see they're very, very slippery, these drivers on the slicks. They did get an extra lap in to warm those tyres up, but it's still very, very greasy around this side of the circuit. And Caden McQueen.
And again, look at that. He runs wide at one corner and then understeers off at the other. Morgan Porter, the GP plate holder, the championship leader, comes across the line in 8th position at the moment. His current championship lead is down to 2 points at the end of lap number 1 because Nelson King is leading this race. And where is Katherine White? The answer is she is still 28. She's actually lost a couple of places, but all her chances now are down to whether it rains in the next couple of minutes, and there is rain forecast in about 5 minutes' time. Everyone else slipping and sliding through Ashby's. It's King from McQueen, Hodgson in 3rd, Reese Hunter 4th, Armstrong is 5th, Kai Hunter 6th. So it is 97, Nelson King leading, only 2 points behind Morgan Porter, the GP plate holder. The GP plate holder in 8th position.
Yeah, I think he's just got another place there, so he's got actually in front of the 24 there as well. So
Matt Armstrong falling back, so Armstrong slips back.
Yeah.
There's your championship leader on the screens now, coming through Pitts Bend. Look at that, so tentative through Pitts Bend. And now we're on to another lap, and that gives Porter a 1 more point advantage. So Nelson King, the most he can score is 625 points. He leads this race. Porter needs to finish in the top 10 That's where Porter needs to finish. At the moment, he's 7th. If he drops down to 8th, 9th and 10th. Yeah, 10th ties it for Porter.
Yeah, exactly that. So we'll keep an eye on Porter then throughout this race. 12.5 minutes to go. Like you say, Nelson King can't do anything. He's leading this race. He's doing what he needs to do, but he needs to stay there for his best possible chance of winning this championship. That is what he needs. It's all down to now what Morgan Porter can do. And as you say, you've done the maths. 10th is the one to go. And what have you spotted?
I've spotted Caden McQueen taking the lead. Caden McQueen, he normally races in the X30 part of the championship, so he doesn't race in the Rotax classes normally. He has just taken the lead. He could be the real spoiler because he doesn't care who wins the championship. He just wants to go for this race win. And now Reese Hunter closing in on Nelson King for 2nd place. Hunter, does he get to the inside of his teammate? No. You've got Nelson King in the green and white Tony Kart outfit, even though he's driving an Alonso kart for Dan Holland Racing. There's a view from the drone as the leaders come out of Ashby's and up the hill. Ooh, side by side a little bit further back. And that was a bit further back in the pack, I think, the leader, Caden McQueen, kart number 64. And look at Lewis Malin on his way. Malin for the Howarth Racing Team. Big hello to Philip Howarth and the crew down in the paddock there. They're all from the West Country. And Malin having a little nibble up the inside of Hunter. Hunter understeers through the final corner. And Malin there in 4th place on that comp kart chassis, going very well. Looking back there, Porter up into 6th position. Porter to 6, he's now got a 5-point advantage in the championship. And there it is, rain.
Oh, no.
Oh my word, where's Katherine White?
No.
Katherine White is already, let's have a little look.
26th.
26th. Okay, we can't see her. She's in the Vision Motorsport kart, which is a pink and purple liveried machine, kart number 33. And she is on wet tyres, and everyone else on 6. And you can see coming into Christmas corner, they're already starting to understeer wide, and Katherine White is on her way.
Oh, dear me. This is 11 minutes to go in the final. We did not want this.
That's way too long.
Slippery surface flags are out. Everyone's on slick tyres.
The drivers are thinking, really?
Oh,
I didn't notice that. Thanks, marshals. There's Spencer Shinner just still having a chat with the marshal. He didn't start the race. So, the lap times. Well, Caden McQueen did a 49.40 lap last time around. This time, at the completion of lap number 5, let's see how much time it's costing them. And the answer is a lot. It's 57 seconds. So the drivers on slick tyres are now losing 10 seconds. There goes Malin, all running wide. It's going to be an absolute lottery. Hodgson has got a technical flag. Oliver Hodgson's exhaust has come loose. Oh, so Oliver Hodgson is going to be out of this one. Porter is 7th. There's Porter in the silver, black and blue Argenti Motorsport, the GP plate kart. This is to decide a British Championship, and it's a lottery. Katherine White has just done a 58.4. She is already up in the 23rd place, and she's lapping 5 seconds a lap quicker than the kart directly in front of her. So watch. We can't see her yet, but you will see her before long. Oh, Armstrong sliding. This is slick tyres. Nelson King in 2nd place. Ultimate test of a driver's skill, Anthony.
This is going to be the ultimate test. I'm just keeping an eye on where Morgan Porter is, of course, in all of this mayhem that we're seeing right now. He's still there in 7th place. He's still doing fairly quick lap times as well. There's the 13 that you can see. That's Ben Burgess, and they're just in front.
Oh, my word, look at them.
Oh, crikey. They're just scrambling for position, trying to hold on to this car.
There's Katherine White. Now look at this. Over the curb she goes. She's got 2 in one corner. She's got so much more grip, so much more confidence. She's up in the 4th. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's game on at the front. Now the question is, Caden McQueen leads by 5.5 seconds. That's going to be the tricky bit. Getting through the traffic without losing too much time and not getting forced off by some of these understeering karts. McQueen is fleeing. They say, make hay while the sun shines. Make hay before it pours down too much, Caden. And there's the 53 off track. That is Ben Casely out of the ring. We're going to try and push that KR Sport machine off onto the line. Now, of course, good point being made there on the chat. How much wear did Katherine White put on her wet tyres while it was still dry? I think the rain came early enough for her to still have plenty of life left in those wets.
They looked like they had a lot of life left when the kart was being pushed into the dummy grid. So I think she's in a good position here. There she is. She's on the outside here going into boot.
Oh.
Now she just swatches to the inside. There's just no grip out on track.
And that was Porter running by.
It was.
But Barrett's across the grass. Porter has also gone off. McQueen still leads. And here comes Katherine White again over the curb. There she goes. Number 33, Hodgson's getting black flagged. Katherine White up into 8th place. The order is McQueen leading by 7 seconds from King. Armstrong 3rd, Reese Hunter 4th. Hodgson is going to be excluded from 5th, so it's Kai Hunter in 5th. Malin in 6th. White 7th. Burgess 8th. 9th Adams. 10th is Porter. Porter leads by 4 points in the championship now over Kai Hunter. So it's the 0 plate of Kai Hunter challenging for the championship as the GP plate falls back. So we got potential race winner passing potential championship contender there with the GP plate falling back.
My word, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I want to know what weather app that Katherine White's got that she knew that rain was coming in 5 minutes.
One that is worth every penny,
Yeah,
Anthony.
if it's an app you need to pay for, take my money.
Put your money down.
Because out of nowhere, an absolutely fantastic stroke of genius from the team, from her herself, and just absolutely putting in a storming performance. 7 minutes to go, and is making it look easy. That is Reese Hunter in front of her now, the 4th place driver. Katherine White is now in 5th place and making this look easy.
Yep, but I'm hoping it's still raining. Well, I mean, the leader, Kaden McQueen, 104.4. Katherine White, a 101. So she's 3 seconds a lap quicker. But, of course, she still has to try and get past, and she's got to be very careful there because Nelson King nearly understeers into Katherine. And, of course, they're all challenging for the championship. Armstrong is second. There's Armstrong. So this is 3rd place now for Katherine White. She's going to get past the 24 Strawberry racing car of Armstrong. The rain looks like it's still falling, but not too hard. It doesn't matter for Armstrong. Armstrong just understeers wide. And here comes Katherine White now. She's going to pass on the out. Don't go to the outside, Katherine, because that's where Armstrong is going to understeer too. Yep. Wait. Come into the boot. There we go.
On the power.
There you go. Power. Nice and early. Thank you. So we start lap number 10 now. 6.5 minutes to go. Kaden McQueen leads by 6.6 seconds, and Katherine White there in second is 3 seconds a lap quicker than Kaden at the moment. Championship standings. Porter in the GP plate runs 10th. Here they are on your screen for your viewing delectation. And it's Porter from Kai Hunter by 5 points. Nelson King is just 1 point clear of Reese Hunter in 4th. Tom Edmonds has slipped back to 5th. Where is Tom Edmonds, by the way? Edmonds is in the...
He's in 16th, up 10 positions. So he's
giving it a good go. He's giving it a good go. There's McQueen again using his body in the cart there, the shoulders up, and that's the number 80 cart behind him. So he's already lapped Oliver Meadows, and Katherine White is hunting him down. Here we go into the boot. Still the rain falling, and it's McQueen, White, Armstrong, Hodgson still out there. I've got to say, Oliver Hodgson, you've been black flagged. You're a champion. Let's put it in the pits like you have to do, my friend.
Yep, exactly that. 5 minutes to go then, and you can see the rain, like you say, it's still coming down. That track is now, it was dry, it's completely wet again, so there is no dry line out on circuit. So anyone who is on slick tyres now is just scrambling to find any means of traction or grip as you can find. But here comes Katherine White out of the kink. Now McQueen goes defensive, but I don't think that's going to help.
Oh, he runs wide though. Catherine's going to run out of track.
Yes, she
well,
is.
Caden's going to make it as difficult as possible. And why shouldn't he? He's the leader of the race, and he's just going to try every trick in the book now. He looks one way. No, she's the other way. Now the crossover move.
Now she's
Thank
you very much.
There you go, Katherine. Just give him a quick wave as he goes through. There's nothing Kaden can do.
Now, I'm not a detective, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that there is a humongous smile underneath that helmet.
I would say that your deductions are probably correct, Poirot.
Yes. There we go. But you can see there with a little bit of damage on the front wing.
Yeah, well, she's going so fast. She's pulling the stickers off her nose cone.
Exactly.
And that nose cones, that does bring me, because, of course, Katherine has had to drive past 25 other drivers to get to this point. We haven't seen any issues with contact, but, for example, if her nose cone has been pushed in and the bracket has dropped, that is a 5-second penalty. She needs to win by more than 5 seconds. She's 1 point. I mean, that shouldn't be a problem unless it dries out too much. So a quick rundown of the order on lap 12. Katherine White leads, McQueen, Armstrong, Hodgson still out there in 4th place, but I've seen him get the black flag. Then it's going to be Reese Hunter in 5th, Nelson King in 6th, Kai Hunter 7th, Ben Burgess 8th, and there's Lewis Malin going off from 11th position. Go on, Lewis, get it back on the track. No. And again, look at that. The slick tyres, the rear, they're coated in water, so he's going to lift his cart back on. That is going to bring...
Oh, no, and someone's just got tagged there.
That's magic. Oh, Magic Hamera going around. He gave us a great track walk, and now he's facing backwards. Go on, Magic, get a spun round, and that's dropped him down the orders. Tom Adams is 10th, Edward Matthews 11th, then Barrett 12th, Wood 13th, Teddy Clinton is 14th, followed by Steadman, Jensen Watts, Edmonds, Ellswood, Gibson, Holbrook, Hamera. Then it's Luscombe, Baker, Thompson, Nagelvort, Pullen, Stansbury, Simpson, Hoole, Cayley Cole and Oliver Meadows. Ben Casely and Spencer Shinner have retired.
So a couple of retirements in that one then. Points as follows then. Morgan Porter is still leading the way. 627 points, I should say. Kai Hunter with the 622. Their positions out on track. Kai is in 7th. Morgan is in 9th place. So if anything needs to happen, Kai really needs to gain those positions back up. He was leading at the start of this race. Then the rain came. Well, first, actually, then McQueen came. A bit of a ka-chow past. And then,
very good.
Very good. And then the rain came, and that's when Katherine White came through. So it's been major dramas all the way through this race. The entire field went for the slick tyres, bar Katherine White, and that's just caused absolute havoc for this championship.
It has indeed. There's the number 5 kart, Reese Hunter, running in effectively, it's 5th place on the road, 4th place on track, because Hodgson is still out there. And I have seen the black flag come out from the number 35 kart of Oliver Hodgson. So the Mark Litchfield racing driver, there he is. And I think, yes, you can see the exhaust on that kart is at a strange angle. So an exhaust bracket may have broken and it's bouncing around all over the place. And of course, he is, not aware of that behind. There is the number 80 kart going through the screen. That's Oliver Meadows. He's a lap down. So Oliver Meadows, who drove so well yesterday, he is a lap down in number 30, in 32nd position, kart number 80. He's a teammate to Morgan Porter, but he's not there. There is the number 13 kart flashing across your line. So Ben Bird just having a good run up into 7th place. And here's the battle between Nelson King, Burgess, Kai Hunter and Morgan Porter. So Porter to the inside of his nearest title rival, Kai Hunter, and his contact!
No.
Oh, his contact! Kai Hunter spins. So you've got to put the brake on, Kai. Don't run. Go.
Oh!
And understeering. That is understeering. Number 18, Edward Matthews, a privateer, just nowhere to go. And I guess Ed Matthews, you see, brake, and bang into Kai Hunter. And that's Nelson King looking like he's having a few problems. So Porter and Kai Hunter clash. They were 1st and 2nd in the championship. Oh dear. It was side by side, wheel to wheel contact. They're both on slicks in the rain, grip at an absolute minimum, and Kai Hunter certainly not too pleased with that there. And now Meadows running a little bit wide. Here's Reese Hunter now in kart number 5. We've got 20 seconds to go. Katherine White leads by 15 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant stuff. McQueen 2nd. Armstrong is 3rd. Reese Hunter is 4th. Then it's Burgess 5th. Nelson King 6th. Porter 7th. The title looks safe. That driver there, number 35, you can see the exhaust going. He's been black flagged, but he's staying out there. He'll be excluded from the race. Oliver Hodgson, a real shame to see Oliver not seeing or not obeying the black flags, has to be said. Expect more from Oliver. I know him very well, so I can say that. And but there we go. Out of the boot they come, and you can see the number 35 Mark Litchfield racing kart of Hodgson coming into Pitts Bend. The exhaust has broken on that kart, which is why he's had the technical flag. Then it is Hunter behind him. Now, I mean, Reese Hunter behind him. Burgess. The clock has struck 0, Anthony. That means that the next time Katherine White comes across the start-finish line, she will see the last lap board. There goes the 13 kart of Burgess at the inside of Nelson King. So Nelson King has fallen back to 4th in the championship. But here we go. One more time around the block for Katherine White, Anthony.
Indeed, it is. In towards oblivion, absolutely in control of this race. Made the correct decision, sticking to the wet tyres when no one else did. Up in towards Christmas Corner we go. A bit of traffic up ahead for Katherine. Gets round nice and clean though as the rest of the field slot through, and of course this is massively shaken up the championship. So that's the 15 that you can see in front.
She's lapping Jack Steadman in 18th place. She's lapped half the field.
She has, yeah. She's now lapping 16th place out there on circuit. So,
just stay out of trouble, Katherine, this kart. Stay out of trouble.
There you go. She's got complete control of this one. There we go. Hand up as well to just say thank you. Sorry about that. Coming through into the back straight. One more sector to go. The boot and pit bend for Katherine White.
I can see her nose going all over the place, but she's 20 seconds up the road. And one corner. Katherine White is going to take the win. There we go. Katherine White, what a shock victory, and now we wait for Caden McQueen to come through second. All these carts are a lap down. All those cars are not done. That's the number 23 in Strife. That's Alex Baker. Still waiting for Caden McQueen. Still waiting. Still waiting. Katherine White lapped half the field. Still waiting. There's Caden McQueen behind Lewis Malin, who'd been off. McQueen finishes second. Well, he's celebrating like he's won. He probably thinks, well, I don't know where Katherine went. So Caden McQueen finishes second. Matt Armstrong, half a minute down. Here comes Matt Armstrong in third position. Hodgson will finish fourth on the road in kart number 35. We're still waiting for Reese Hunter to cross the line. He crossed the line in fifth position. Morgan Porter is 10th, and Porter crosses the line there. Porter is your provisional senior Rotax champion in the 2020 Motorsport UK British Kart Championship. So Anthony Jordan is going to go down to the pit lane to speak to Katherine White. There she comes into the pits. Great footage there of the emotion as she goes onto the weigh bridge. Anthony will be catching up with Katherine and also our champion-elect Morgan Porter. Reese Hunter takes second in the championship on a tie break from his younger brother, Kai. I think that's Paul Klassen. We talk about Penny, but Paul Klassen there, our chief. I think he's saying, look, I can see that your bumper bracket has dropped down. There is the bumper bracket. But he goes, that's a 5-second penalty, and you've won by 20 seconds. So, dearie me. That is what a performance from Katherine White. Now, I believe that her, let's have a look there. There's her dad. There's from some of the Vision Motorsport team. That's it. There's Caden McQueen taking congratulations from the Mad Croc team. And who's that poking their head through there? Now, I saw that's one of the Vision team, possibly Darryl Burgess. Big handshake there from Caden McQueen, first and second. Porter wins the title provisionally by 9 points. I'll bring this up on Anthony's screen now. There it is. Kai Hunter losing out on a tie-break to his older brother Reese there for second. Nelson King fourth in the championship. Now provisionally, the two Hunter brothers and Nelson King will get the tickets to the grand finals. Porter has already won his. Edmonds finishing fifth in the championship, then Clinton in sixth, Adams seventh. Will Ellswood, well, the drive back from his dad, Stefan, to get a chassis out. Ellswood finishing that race in 19th place. He moves up to 8th in the points table. Lewis Malin slipping to 9th, and Ben Burgess rounding up the top 10 in the points. But just look at that. There's Morgan Porter, and a big handshake there with Reese Hunter. I think boys saying, well, your little brother's not so happy with me at the moment, but good to see those drivers there. I mean, last week, Reese Hunter and Morgan Porter went absolutely, hammer and tongs in Portimao at the Rotax International Trophy. No love lost, but you can see there after the race, hands shaking here. Different track, different event, different championship, and they both very sporting handshake there. So Anthony Jordan is down in the pits very shortly, and we'll be catching up with Katherine White and hopefully Morgan Porter in a few short minutes. There is a look now, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't look to me like it's raining outside. The track, though, has been given just enough of a dousing to make it wet tyres only. And if there was, everyone should be on wets now for this next race. You can see the carts on the left-hand side of your screen coming into Parc Ferme. But Anthony Jordan is down with our winner, Katherine White. What has Katherine got to say?
Excellent. Thank you very much, Henry. Well, Katherine, that must be an absolute mix of emotions. I can see now it confirms my suspicions of a big smile underneath your helmet in that race. Well, what a fantastic result that is. Now, what weather app are you using to know that it was going to rain about 5 minutes into that race?
It was a call from the team, and because I was at the back, they just went for it, and it paid off so well, so I'm so happy.
I mean, we were a bit dubious when we could see all the karts coming onto the dummy grid, everyone on slicks but one. And then all of a sudden, the heavens opened, the rain came down, and it looked like shooting fish in a barrel, that did, didn't it?
It was. I didn't want to hit people off as I was overtaking them, so I was being quite careful, but just so lucky to be on the wets. It was just such a good call from the team.
Well, the final race for Senior Rotax for 2020, and you come away with a win on that one. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Katherine White there, winner of the Senior Rotax final. Now, more importantly, we have got Morgan Porter somewhere around. I've been pointed. He's over at the top here. We need to go find our Championship. Morgan, well, at the moment, as it stands, we're looking good for a 2020 Senior Rotax British Kart Champion. How does that feel?
It feels amazing, yeah. I'm really happy to come away with this British Championship. It's been really tough the whole way through the year, but over.
I mean, brilliant stuff. That race, that looked like the hardest, trickiest, like mentally exhausting race we've ever watched, and I think for anyone who's driven as well.
Yeah, for sure. It was very tough. The rain come in halfway, well, fairly at the start, and it was very tricky. I pushed hard in the middle of the race just to try and get back at the front. And no, I managed to do it, so I'm over the moon, to be honest with you.
Well, fantastic stuff. A great end to the 2020 season, and the kart looking a lot cleaner than I was thinking. You know, it's a very, very muddy out there, but still looking brand new. And got to say, congratulations and well done for 2020.
Yeah, thank you. It's been an amazing year.
Spot on. Thank you very much. Well, a dramatic end to the Senior Rotax for 2020. Plenty more racing coming up next. There's lots of emotions in the pit lane. Back to you, Henry.
And there's a great moment there between Morgan and his dad celebrating. What contrasting emotions, the delight on Katherine White's face, and even through the crash helmets, even though the drivers, of course, you can't take the crash helmets off without masks on because of the current situation. The look of delight on Katherine White's face, the look of total relief on Morgan's Porter's face.